Hey everyone, just a quick midweek update. We just have the UK GDP numbers came out. It just dropped from 0.9% to 0% for the UK GDP. We are currently looking at GBPUSD closer to the lower end of the range, which is at 1.2450. But considering we have the the US CPI tonight, inflation rate is expected to pick up from 3.2% to 3.6%. This is from the previous month. We saw an increase as well, 3% to 3.2%. So yeah, the market is currently expecting a 3.6% for the headline inflation number, which is the year-on-year inflation number, the CPI numbers, and then the core CPI is expected to drop from 4.7% to 4.3%. Now, I think the market is prone for a breakout. We've got the pound USD currently in range at 1.2450 to 1.2550. For the Euro USD, we're still looking at 1.0750 to 1.07. This is going to be the range that the market is likely going to look forward to, anticipating a potential breakout. The dollar Japanese yen, currently it is still above 147. So yeah, if we have that stronger inflation number coming out from the US tonight, if it surpasses 3.6% for the headline inflation, despite the core CPI is expecting to drop, we could still see a little bit of a boost for the US dollar, considering all the currency market this week started out with a gap, and those gap has not been filled yet. With the dollar Japanese yen, the gap is closer to about 447.80, so we still have about 30 pips to go. The pound USD, we're looking at that range right now, 1.2450, 1.2550. We anticipate that break to happen tonight. Right now, post the UK GDP numbers, it is currently at 1.2450. But yeah, we don't know for how long this is going to hold, but in terms of whether or not the GBP is bearish, it looks like it is bearish. Intraday wise, we have tested a resistance at 1.25 and it failed to overcome that 1.25 resistance. It is currently now back at 1.2450, but overall the range remains at 1.2450 and 1.2550 for the pound USD. For the Euro USD, the range again, it's at 1.07 as support, 1.0750 as an intraday support resistance. Ultimately, though, we still have a little bit of a resistance building up for the Euro USD. The range is small. Right now, price is pulling back closer to 1.0725. So, the best case scenario is to have all this currency range remaining intact before the CPI, and price is kind of somewhere in the middle, waiting for that breakout. That way it's easier to trade the CPI number. But again, I don't have a lot of anticipation for what the number is going to be right now, because we're anticipating more of a mixed number, and that's basically what the market has priced in. The market is currently pricing in for the year-on-year CPI to be higher than the previous month, but the core CPI to be lower. So going into that, we are already anticipating a mixed data, so it'll be interesting to see what happens during the CPI release today. So with that, good luck to your trades.